2021.
All right. Thank you very much, Paul.
Yep.
Good morning, and good morning to you, James.
Good morning, Mike. Good morning, Paul.
Morning.
What's going on? We all have made it through the storm here in 2021.
2021.
Tropical storm Henri. Never forget.
Yeah.
Well, fortunately, it turned out to be not much.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
A few uprooted trees here and there.
Yeah, it turned out to be a lot better than it could have been.
Yeah.
If it was as bad, if it was going to be as bad as they said it was going to be, or with the track that it was taking, it could have been pretty nasty.
Yeah, it could have been.
Could have been pretty gnarly, but
Yeah.
it was zigzagging almost.
Oh, it was like one
It's all over the place.
1 minute to the east, 1 minute to the west. I mean, yeah. So it was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of happy, I mean, some people would love to see it happen here, oh boy, the thrill of seeing a storm come in. But if you're,
Oh,
you got stuff on the line, you don't want to get destroyed. You just kind of say, oh, good.
well, the thrill of the storm is one thing, but
Yeah.
it's also,
yeah,
thrill- you don't want to see the thrill of a tree come down in the middle of your house, which
No.
unfortunately some people did see.
And I mean, that's not going to be a big hassle. Now you got to get the tree off, and you got to fix the repairs.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be.
It's a pain in the neck,
Got to
man.
get the insurance involved. So be a pain in the neck. Plus all the cleanup of all the wood around.
Yep.
So it's not.
Now, you have a lot of trees around your house. See, I don't really.
Yeah.
And Jim, you have a few.
I got a few. I got a number that could hit the house, but
Yeah. I've kind of cut the ones down that I think could hit me, but now I have people in front of me on the other side that have trees.
Mm-hmm.
If they come down, they could whack me. Which did the last storm. One of the guy's trees next door to me, his broke off with the tip and hit my shed. Of course,
Oh, I remember you saying that. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's your responsibility, unfortunately.
if it's a
Your
live
camera
tree,
caught it too. You showed me
yeah,
the video.
I had the video because the camera caught it when it came down. Good thing it was just the tip. It basically, took the corner and just ripped the shingles off a little bit. But I had to clean it up because, unfortunately, what people don't realize that if you have a tree is in your neighbor's yard and it comes down in your yard and hits your house,
Yep.
It's not your neighbor's problem. It's yours.
if it's a live tree,
If it's a live tree.
and if it's a dead tree, you should send them a registered letter saying that you need to do something about this tree, because if you do, then they are liable.
That is correct. So I ended up, have to clean it up and, paint it in it. So those are the ones I have to worry about now. So
Yeah. Did you clean it up, or do you have somebody come and do it?
I had somebody come and do it. I don't do chainsaws anymore.
No.
No, probably cut my leg off.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Don't do that, Paul.
Get your chaps.
Yeah, it's all right. Leave the chaps for the Cowboys.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
They're a little different.
I know they're a little different, but no, I'm not my thing anymore.
No, huh?
No.
Jim, how are you with the chainsaw?
I used one a few months ago.
Oh,
Cut
yeah?
up a few cord of wood.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't even think I have one that runs. I've got a couple in the shed, but I haven't used them in years.
I got a Husqvarna 55 that I've had for, Jesus, I'm going to say 30, 35 years probably.
Yeah.
Nice saw.
All right. So people started filing into the room, and then they go, and then they come, and then they go.
Yeah.
Good morning, Christine. Thanks for saying hello this morning. One of the things that we talked about last week was the Southeastern Connecticut Council of Governments had sent a letter to Governor Lamont saying that they wanted him to come with another executive order to put in mask mandates for Eastern Connecticut, or at least for New London County, so to speak. And if you talk to most of the individual governments themselves, they're saying, no, we want to make that decision ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So one thing that Todd Babbitt had said, Tim Sharkey had said, as far as Griswold in Jewett City is concerned, they want the local businesses to make their own mind up whether or not they want customers to mask. Same thing we heard from Tom Sparkman this morning, the first selectman in Lisbon. And honestly, in Lisbon, he's got to, even if they mandated it, they would have a hell of a time trying to go ahead and do that because because he even said it, they don't have a police department. They have a resident trooper, and they would have to rely on, the road crews and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they're probably not going to go over to Kohl's and say, ma'am, put on your mask. Sir, put on your mask.
Right.
They're probably not going to do that.
Right.
So what's the solution in a situation like that? I don't think there is one.
No. I mean, personally, if they require me to wear a mask and go inside, I'll put it on. I'm not going to argue. What am I going to do? What am I going to fight for?
Yeah.
And I go in the store, I get out, I take it off. It's that simple. That's what I was doing the last time I had it.
Well, as I've said all along, I think it's an individual choice. Okay.
Yeah.
If you want to wear a mask, wear a mask.
And there were a lot of people who were wearing them.
I put something up on my own personal Facebook that said, if you wear a mask, that's your choice. If you get the vaccine, that is your choice.
Right.
If you chose to vote for Trump or Biden, that is your choice. Everything is your choice. I actually had a comment come back and say to me that, sure, it's your choice, but not when you can potentially kill somebody.
If you're worried about it, stay home.
Right.
Why should society stop to accommodate you?
Right.
Well, I don't think this person is the only person that feels that way.
No, I'm sure he isn't.
No,
she isn't.
It was a she. So what do you do? How do you accommodate that? First of all, the mask mandates, if they have one in a certain area or in a state or whatever, there's no way in hell that they can really enforce it. They couldn't enforce it last time.
No.
Mike, I've said all along, all you need to do is get a few citizens to take and absolutely refuse. And what are they going to do? Okay.
Yeah.
But the trouble is this country is made up of a lot of whoops. All right. France, with a population of about 66 million, they get 200,000 people come out to a rally. What can we do? 10 people, 20 people?
Yeah.
It's just division. The whole thing. It's just about division, dividing.
Yeah. If you're so concerned about catching COVID, then wear a mask all the time. I mean, personally, I if I go into a place and I need to wear it, yeah. Am I going to wear it normally? No. I'm not going to let this stop me from doing things that I want to do.
I mean, as I've said, I will wear a mask to accommodate. If I know somebody is uncomfortable because I'm not wearing a mask, I'll put a mask on.
Sure.
I'm not trying to be a stupid jerk about it.
Right. I mean, that's just the way it is. I mean, I'm not going to let this ruin my life. If you're concerned about that and you're staying home with your doors locked, wearing the mask in the house, then.
So
I got a sister-in-law, okay, that is having groceries delivered to their home because they don't want to go out.
Yeah. I mean, that's the way it was when it first started, but now I think everybody's out. Yeah.
So let's say that there's, any given person that's saying, you need to wear a mask, and that is their belief.
Yeah.
They feel that their civil rights are being offended because other people are not following suit, even if there's a mask mandate. How do you handle something like that? And I think, Jim, I think you unfortunately had the only answer, whether it's the right answer or the wrong answer. I think it's the only answer. They can't enforce the mask mandates. There's no way they can do it. Yeah. And you had said, well, then stay home.
Yeah.
I think that is the only way.
Exactly. Because not if the person that's demanding that you wear a mask feels their rights are being, what about the person who doesn't want to wear? What about their rights? So it's both ways. So you either right or wrong. So
sure.
I mean, I'm sitting here with a mask on this morning because you said that the guest wanted people to wear masks. So
and I have one because he wanted it. I took it out this morning,
and I did too.
Yeah.
So, but
I mean, we're all willing to accommodate somebody.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Maybe not everybody is. And then that's just their choice too. Then they.
Yeah. I mean,
Some people just want to draw the line in the sand and say that's it.
yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people go to the extent where you see people driving on the road with their car with a mask on.
I've seen some with 2 masks.
I mean, come on, and inside your car.
See now, yeah, but hold up. Now what you're doing
I
right
know,
now
I know.
is you're mask
Yeah,
shaming.
I know.
You know,
Yep,
where you
yeah.
didn't want them to do it to you.
Yeah, I know.
You know
I
what I
hear what
mean?
you're
If you
saying.
don't understand it, I don't understand it. But
I
I'm not
don't.
going to sit here and say, well, you're wearing 2 masks. That's kind of silly.
Yeah, you're right.
You know,
You're right.
that's their prerogative. I mean, we can't sit here and have it our way and say can't shame anybody.
No, I know. I hear what you're saying.
You know,
No, you're right.
And
So-
again, the masks don't do that much. I mean, the data is out there if anybody wants to go look at it.
and there are people on the other side of the coin saying that there is data.
Yeah. Well, I think the N95 ones are probably really good, but not everybody can get an N95. You know,
Right,
everybody's
yeah.
wearing these
That's-
cloth things, so because you couldn't get the N95s. Now, I'm not even sure how many are available now.
So
No.
Joanne just said it is not healthy to wear a mask in a car.
And I agree with it.
Okay.
And that's not necessarily healthy to be wearing a mask in this room.
So why are you wearing a mask then?
I already answered your question a minute
But he's
ago.
not here.
That's true.
So Joanne says, why do it? Because you are by yourself. Fear. I feel that it is fear.
You got it right on the nose.
You know?
If you
Yeah,
can make the
that's-
people fear, you can make them do anything.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know if it would be I do know it's not my choice to wear a mask especially inside of a car if it's just me,
Right.
you know.
So I usually have the air on, so I'm breathing.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's-
But then again, you have the other person that will say, well, you know what? My window was open just a little while ago. Maybe something kind of floated in, and I don't want that to
I'm not
infect
sure
me.
if that's how it works.
I'm not saying it does work that way, but
Yeah,
we
yeah.
don't know that these are what these folks that do this are thinking.
Yeah.
We don't know. I guess you just have to kind of respect it,
Mhm.
you know. And you know me, I'm not going to sit here and say, well, this is the way it should be, and this is my personal platform, and it's not.
Right.
So, but just I guess you got to look at both sides of it.
Yeah.
And there are 2 sides of it. Whether you agree with one or not, it's up to you.
That's true.
Mhm. Is that being wishy-washy? Pretty much, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's being
just-
wishy-washy.
Talking about being a politician.
No, I think
I am no.
I think it's not necessarily wishy-washy. It's what we've been saying all along: is it should be an individual decision.
I fear COVID. Joanne says, I fear getting COVID again. I wear a mask because I am not willing to get the vaccine yet.
Yeah. I think it's going to be FDA approved sometime this week.
Okay.
They are going to approve it.
Which one? All 3?
I heard the Pfizer one is up for approval. Should be done this week.
Okay.
I don't know about Moderna. I don't know. I would think it's going to follow right along Pfizer one. Yeah. So I would think the next couple of weeks they'll both be FDA approved.
What about the Johnson and Johnson
I haven't
and
heard about that.
AstraZeneca?
I haven't heard about that one.
No.
That one's kind of like in the background. I'm not sure. Yeah.
Well, there was a vaccine a number of years ago, and I can't remember the name of it now. Okay. And after something like 12 or 32 people died from it, they took it off the market.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got God knows how many people have died from it here.
Yeah.
And they're still pushing it.
Do you think that once it gets FDA approved, that more people will go out and get the vaccine? Say the people that
Or on
are
the fence.
against it or even on the fence.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
think, yeah. I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Because they see it not being FDA approved, so they're afraid. But once it gets FDA, I think you'll find. Now there will be some people that won't get it anyway.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
but I think that would make some people just okay. I'll get it done. Yeah. Mhm.
So
I
that's
mean,
gonna. So you feel that's gonna? I think so too. I think that's gonna be like the tipping point for some people.
For some people, yeah.
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 The diehards, that isn't going to change.
Yeah. I mean, we're
anything.
coming up on Well, another couple more months, it'll be a year that this vaccine's been out almost,
Mhm.
right? I mean, and we really haven't heard any major catastrophes other than the J&J one that there was some issues, but
What do you
nothing-
consider a major catastrophe, Paul?
Death.
well, you know, deaths and things. I mean, yeah, there may have been some stuff related to it, but not to the level of not compared to the number of people that have gotten them.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Well, it's certainly is astronomical compared to when they've pulled other vaccines from,
Yeah,
from a dozen or two of deaths.
Yeah. So,
There are it's funny. I'm watching the count of people jumping in and jumping out, you know, on Facebook. There are always more people that listen to us on our app ever than than on Facebook. But I think it's funny because I think people are just sick of this shit.
yeah, I don't blame them.
They're just
Sick of
it.
hearing it. You know,
Yeah, let's just get on with living our lives.
yeah.
Yeah. Why don't we?
Go on to something else.
My life hasn't changed a whole lot.
Yeah.
Not much at all.
No,
Well, you got a pretty boring life.
No, I don't think so. I just think
I mean, I think when the whole thing first came out, it was kind of restrictive. I think a lot of people were staying around the house, not doing much of anything. But now that things have opened up, I think
Yeah.
people are starting to get on with their lives. They're doing things that they didn't do before.
I don't. Yeah, I don't. It
Yeah.
hasn't really affected me at all. I think the only thing that has affected me is the effect of other people that they have had on me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, for example, I'm not going to come in unless you're wearing a mask.
Yeah.
So that's really the only. But
Yeah.
otherwise,
Yeah.
no, hasn't really.
Yeah.
Or when the state mask mandate was in effect, you go into this was the stupidest thing of all time. You walk into a restaurant with your mask on, and you sit down at a
Take your
desk,
mask
at and which is literally 2 feet away from the door, and you take it off.
Mhm. Yeah.
I don't think that made much sense.
All about control, Mike.
I think I think a lot of it is control and fear.
Well,
They talk about herd immunization, or they some people like to say they're talking about herd control. What's the difference?
Well, I mean, I guess you could use the term herd control in all kinds of other contexts. Okay. You can control the people by a law you write up. Okay. You can control them by enforcement. There's lots of ways to control people. But the immunization, was that what you were comparing? Yeah. That's something very, very specific.
Okay.
well, they kind of used herd control when it first came out, when they said everybody older, 75 or what was it, 80 above, had to be vaccinated, otherwise you're going to die. So
Yeah, they
that was pretty much what forced the elderly to go in
Mhm.
because they were dying off in these convalescent homes, and people were pretty scared. So they got them.
So, what do you think about can't work here unless you have the vaccine?
That's the no one.
Well,
What
I think those people should all just walk off the job.
Well,
Okay. And
unfortunately,
what are they going to do?
And I hear what you're
They
saying,
get
Jim,
10 million job openings at the moment that they can't fill.
but those 10 million jobs may require you to have a shot. So you lose one job, and they're going to
We even
require.
had a situation with my stepmom. When after she had her stroke, there were a couple of facilities that she had chosen that she wanted to go to for rehab. And the first thing that they asked, because they didn't say, have you had your COVID-19 shot? They said, we're going to need to see her COVID-19 shot record.
But isn't that
And
the
then-
same thing as asking you if you've had the shot?
Oh, there's a million ways to ask a question, without, it's like during an interview, you can't ask somebody what their age is, but you can say, are you over 18?
Good point.
Are you under the age of 18?
Yeah.
You can ask that. Because really, when it comes to the laws, if you're under 18, there's that barrier, and that's it.
Yep.
Doesn't matter if you're 18 or 48 at that point.
So You're
Child
right.
labor law doesn't affect you when you're 18.
I hear what you're saying, Jim, but I know there's a lot of jobs out there, but you can't. It's good.
What-
It's going to come to a point where you're going to be able to do nothing.
Well, here's one of the concerns that I've seen raised. There's a lot of medical people that are refusing
Oh,
to
yeah.
get this.
Yeah.
And if they're going to lose their job, then they're going to have a hell,
Well, I think
they're
a
gonna
lot- I think
hell of a
that's-
time trying to service the people that need those medical
That's
people.
what's happening with nurses. I mean,
That's
they're
what I'm
going-
referring to.
Yeah,
in
they're going through
particular.
the same thing.
Yeah.
That a lot of them came through this whole pandemic without a shot, and worked on sick
Mhm.
people, and all of a sudden now they're being told get the shot or you're out. Is that the way you treat people
They're doing it to teachers now in Connecticut. You have to have the shot
or test?
or test.
Test.
That's the one out. So people say, I mean, I have not talked to a teacher, to ask the question, because honestly, it's not my business whether or not
Right.
they get the vaccine or
But
not.
you could ask them for their opinion without asking them.
Yeah, you certainly could, but I don't even know if I just think that's invasive. I just think that's very, very invasive to ask somebody. I think it's a personal question. It's like, hey, Paul, did you get the flu vaccine?
I'm
It's
not,
none of
I'm
my
not-
damn business.
Yeah, I'm not saying to ask that. I'm just saying, Paul, how do you feel about working in an environment where some people have the vaccine and some people don't?
Right.
I mean,
There's a way around it.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. More than one way to skin a cat.
Absolutely.
But teachers now have to either get the vaccine or get toasted.
Tested.
I bet they're getting toasted a lot right now.
Yeah.
Once a week.
Yeah, but where do you get
What-
tested? Unfortunately, that's going to be a pain because there's no place around here that's doing testing like this. You want to go to, you got to make an appointment at UCFS, or you got to get out of Mohegan Sun. I mean, there's no place real close to get a test.
I've seen, well, anyway, I was saying I haven't talked to any teachers, but I have seen a lot of people talk up on social media. What a surprise. Talk about how they're going to yank their kids out of school, and there are going to be so many teachers, putting in their resignations.
Yeah, they're going to homeschool.
I haven't heard
Yeah.
anything that's going to happen. I think if you have a teacher making X amount of dollars a year and they're supporting their family,
That's the issue because
what are they going to do? Go
Yeah.
make their $15 an hour somewhere else?
yeah, if you're retired or you're in a position where you don't have to worry about working, yeah, you can be. I'm not getting the shot. I don't care. But if you're a young person who needs to support his
Yeah.
family, and they got no choice. I shouldn't say he or she, but they're either going to get it, and especially the unemployment things are going away. So what are you going to do? You got no
Yeah.
choice. They got you right where they want you. And I said it before. We know that the federal government wanted to mandate shots. They couldn't do that. So this is their way now of getting the individual states to handle it. Now, there are some states that are fighting it. Again, those states are not looking too good. I mean, people are not happy with them. So, but that's their choice.
Uh-huh.
So,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So-
Well, we'll see how it plays out.
yeah. and
But I think it's going to get worse before it gets any
Yeah.
better anytime soon.
yeah. And
I-
I think you're right. I think people are sick of hearing about it.
I think you're going to, they're sick. I'm sick of talking about it.
Yeah. So,
But I think you're going to have it also to the point where people will not be able to go buy groceries. They won't be able to get gas. They won't be able to do anything unless they've had their COVID-19 vaccine.
Yeah.
And they're going to say, people will turn around and say, well, I'll just have my groceries delivered off of Amazon. Well, then they're going to tell you, well, you know what? The delivery guy's not coming to your house because you haven't had your COVID-19 shot, and we've mandated that.
Yeah.
They're going to keep tightening it and tightening it
yeah.
and tightening it
Yeah.
until they force people
But
into
yeah,
FEMA
because
camps.
Because unfortunately, the delivery guy that's
FEMA camps.
yeah. The guy that's delivering it to you, he's being forced by the company he works for.
Yeah.
That he has to have the shot
Yeah,
because he's dealing with the public. Yeah.
exactly.
So there you go. So,
It's going to get worse.
oh well.
Yeah, I think it's going to get worse, Mike.
And a lot of people that are saying, well, there's nothing at the grocery stores or anything like that to buy. It's not because of anything. It's not because of what it is people aren't working. They're not working in the packaging plants. They're not working. There's like two huge chicken packaging plants in the United States. You got Purdue and Tyson. Tyson's actually number one. All right, they have plants all over the place, but if they don't have people packaging, they can't put it on a truck and send it out. Remember when toilet paper was?
Oh yeah.
Nobody could find toilet paper. People are worried about toilet paper. We can't get toilet paper. What happened about a month later? Oh my God, there's toilet paper everywhere.
Everywhere.
Because they were able to catch up. It's going to be the same thing with us. There's not a chicken shortage.
Well,
I'm not sure of that, Mike. I think there was hundreds of millions of chickens destroyed.
I don't think there's a chicken shortage.
You know what?
well, I bet the cows aren't too happy over that because they're walking around saying, "Eat more chicken."
It's a Chick-fil-A thing. I love that.
Yeah.
Take it from us. Eat more chicken.
Yeah.
or may I suggest the chicken? Oh,
You guys watch too much TV, I guess.
No,
no, I don't think it has anything to do with a shortage of chicken or beef or anything like that. I think the supply chain, it's just they don't have enough workers. But you know what? You go anywhere and they're having a hard time finding employees. I mean, where did all these people go? They're
getting so-called free money from the government.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I think another thing that I read, I think that a lot of people who had a lot of these lower paying jobs are holding off for a better job, but now they're available. So they want to get a better job rather than the old $15 hour job that they had before.
Yeah.
So that's why they're having a lot of hard time getting people to go.
Well, there's no question that you can't support a family on $15 an hour.
Be tight. It's going to be tight.
Even two people working at $15 an hour is going to be somewhat
It's tight,
difficult.
yeah.
Joanne says she just put us on YouTube and put us on the big screen TV. Hey! All right. All right, let's get the heck out of here. We're done for today. I've had it.
I've
I've had it.
No
You
more
too,
COVID. No more COVID.
No, but COVID sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, COVID sucks. All right. Have a good day, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us today. And we will see you once again tomorrow right here on SNSN. Stay safe.
Life is full of choices. At Jewett City Savings Bank, we can make one choice easy, finding the right checking account. We offer a range of affordable accounts to fit your budget and needs, and each gives you the freedom to access your money the way you want, online, through our mobile app, or with your debit card. It's your money and your choice. To learn more about the account that's right for you, stop by one of our offices or visit us at jcsbank.com. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Hello, I'm Miranda Mahoney, Project Coordinator of Grizzled Pride, your drug-free community coalition. We want to help you keep your kids safe during this challenging time. Social distancing is still in effect, and so is the social host law. Reports are coming in that teens are contracting the virus at underage drinking parties. Parents, allowing underage drinking on your property could land you in jail for up to a year, plus fines. Another reason why you should not provide alcohol to our youth. For more info, go to grizzledpride.org. grizzledpride.org. grizzledpride.org.
Hey, I'm Jess, but you can call me the Tire Queen. For the best deals on tires, come and see me at Advanced Automotive on Route 138 in Griswold. Call me at 860-376-8687. But definitely don't talk to my dad. He's definitely not the Tire King.
And right now, Jess the Tire Queen has great deals and excellent service waiting for you at Advanced Automotive, Route 138 Griswold.
Tire Queen.
Gambling, tobacco, and alcohol are all legal for adults. For those under 21, providing these things can land you in jail. It's 21 for a reason. Coming soon, visit SiracCT.org.